What's up, my people, and welcome back to another episode of Tyler Buys Houses. Today, we literally bought a house. So Paul is my operations manager. We've never even been in this house, so this is gonna be like
very interesting.
Yeah, what we get to see when we look at a house, but we're gonna show you what we are going to fix. So we're back, and the budget has changed on this house since we were last here. It's changed like 3 times, and here's why. We were originally under contract for $74,000 on this house. That was the agreed upon purchase price. And then when the seller contacted her mortgage company, they added fees to that mortgage. And by the time they were done adding fees, the payoff was now $84,000 and some change. So at this point, we could walk, right? We haven't actually closed on the house. We could walk, but I want to show you as a flipper how I still think I can get in and out of this house quickly and efficiently, reduce the budget, and still make a profit. This is the living room. It's plain Jane. I wish you could smell this house. It's kind of rough, but we're gonna fix that with paint throughout the entire thing. When you paint a house, you need to paint the ceilings. A lot of smell gets kept and trapped in the ceiling. So paint the ceilings when you paint a house. It's part of the smell-o-vision. But in here, we're gonna leave this, mainly because it's not awesome. There's more space in the garage when you leave this open, and it's like a rec room, but it's not hateful. So it would cost us more money to take this out than it would to just leave it, paint the wood trim, and let it go.
What do you think about the glass block?
I love it. Rec room, garage, rec room, garage. We went back and forth like, I don't know, 6 times. What is happening though is it's staying a rec room. Couple things, it would cost us more to change it back to a garage because we were going to replace the doors, but I stared at these doors harder. This led me to believe there was a problem, but really it's just because they were trying to ensure that this door never let air through, and honestly believe we can correct all this with new weather stripping and we can repair this. The glass is what I was worried about. If the glass has failed on the door, then the door has failed, but the glass has not failed on the door. So I believe we can repair it, which drastically changes the budget in here. It's going to add to the value of the house by having more square footage and lower price per square foot. So the garage rec room, it stays a rec room. There is a unique, I will say, layout of the hardwood flooring in here. It's not hateful, but what we were gonna originally do was refinish these hardwoods, and that would buff off any of the imperfections in the floors. But what I think we can do is just literally do a really deep clean here, scrub these really good. They carry up the stairs into the upper floor of the house, so that's what we're gonna do. Buff the floors instead of refinish. Okay, kitchen. Kitchens sell houses, right? So we do have to put a little money in here. There's just not a lot savable in here. So if you pay close attention, normally we would paint cabinets or we would just change hardware and make some minor changes, but there's a cabinet missing. So we can't do that. There is a big slope in the countertop. They're just not savable. So we are going to replace the cabinets. We are going to replace the countertop. We're also going to change the flooring. We're gonna do what I call an LVP. It's a vinyl plank floor, but we're gonna do the floor. And also in the home inspection, they noted that there was some floor variation issues in here, so we will address that at the same time we do a floor. We hardly ever get to save any appliances. We usually always have to change them out, but we believe we can save the range, and we believe we can save the stainless fridge. So we're going to match and do a new stainless dishwasher, and then we're going to do a recirculating microwave vent combo. We'll go with a new light, we'll go with a new sink, likely we'll do a butcher block countertop if I know Molly. We'll do fresh paint, fresh LVP, probably a white cabinet or a gray, and this will make this much better. The other thing, we were going to take this wall out, but money, it's more money. And right now, this scope that we're building is based on, can we still sell a really good product for a reduced price that someone will still want to pay X price for the finishes that we've picked? It is a dance, but I think we're gonna win. This just happened while we were here. We were going to try and save the interior doors. They are a solid wood door, and we don't generally put these in house flips, but I was trying to save them. It's just not going to be possible. There's trim, and casing missing. Some of the door jambs are damaged. Some of the actual doors are damaged. So we're going to change the interior doors because I do feel that this is part of the feel of a flipped product or not, if the interior doors work or don't. So we're changing 7 interior doors for a hollow core paintable door that will be white. So welcome to either the 4th bedroom or a den. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs. This is actually a tri-level house. So this can be a 4th bed, which is what I think they use it for. What are we doing in here? Well, the other part that is going to be a wild card, I'm going to leave this up to our finish carpenters, but the baseboards are kind of rough in here, and they're a wood trim baseboard. They've got a lacquer base. So they'll be harder to paint. We probably will change these, but for sure we're changing the carpet. So we're doing carpet here on the staircase and then all 3 bedrooms upstairs. I really wish you could smell, I think it's probably obvious what this smells like in here. So carpet will go a long ways. Again, if a house has a lot of bad smells, when you pull the carpet up and you pull the padding up, take a cheap primer or an oil-based primer and prime the floors, and it will also help seal in the smell. We paint the ceilings, we paint the floors, new carpet, bada bing. We are probably gonna keep this light. I don't hate it, don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think we can work with it and it looks new. So we'll change the bulbs and we'll probably save that. Again, budget. The master bath. Again, it's just about like the kitchen. There are 2 full baths in this house. So we're gonna spend some time here, and we're gonna spend some time in the other one, but this is the master bath. It's unfortunate, but the tile has cracked and you can feel it moving around you. So we're going to bust the floor up and put the same LVP in here as we do the kitchen. You'll see a trending theme with that. But with this tub, we're probably going to just cut out all the caulking. We're going to re-grout and recaulk the tub. Obviously get it working, make sure everything functions, but we will leave that and leave the tile. We'll do new flooring, we'll do a new sink. I don't know if you can tell, but you can see the plumbing with this sink, and that's just not great. Change the medicine cabinet, new vanity light, new LVP floor. We are gonna save the stand-up shower. It's functional, but it's gross. So we're gonna have to go in there and just cut out all the caulking there, clean it up. And yeah, there's these weird wires in the surround corner, but we'll get that taken care of. And then we always change toilets out. They're cheap, simple lesson learned. A toilet is like 150 bucks. By the time you pull a toilet and put a new floor down and go to replace the toilet that was there, it's not worth it. Just change the toilet out. So we'll do that, and that will wrap up this space. All right, so this would be considered what we call the main bath or the guest bath. It's not hateful, but if you take a closer look at it, it's just kind of rough on the finishes. So we're going to change the vanity. There is a chip here, and vanities are pretty cheap. So we're gonna change the vanity. We're going to leave this tile floor, but put LVP tile, or LVP plank flooring on top of it, because they're missing some tiles in some areas. It's just it's sad because this isn't terrible, but we're gonna have to change the flooring. We will change the toilet, like I said, they're cheap. We will change the vanity light. We'll update that. We're even gonna leave this medicine cabinet. And there is a funkadelic looking, some kind of a cover, I'm guessing, that they spray painted on the shower surround that's like rainbow. That's gonna have to go. So that shower is gonna get an overhaul, recaulk it, clean it up, bleach it, and then just get it clean again. And that's all we'll do in here. Toilet, vanity, flooring, vanity light, in and out. So the bedrooms, this is not where we're gonna have to spend a lot of money, so it's kind of a win here. We're going to keep the bifolds. We're just going to do new paint. We're going to obviously paint the ceilings, new ceiling fan light kit. We will replace the carpet. We're likely going to paint the baseboards in here. Like I said, they're oil base primer or polyurethane baseboards, and they're just rough. So I think if we go back with an oil-based paint them white, it will brighten this up and just kind of clean up the look. And if you notice, there is a window with a failed seal. So when you see the condensation on the window may still be functional, but what happens is home inspectors flag these all the time, and they flag them as a failed window. It's not even cheaper to replace the seal like it used to be. Now it is cheaper and more efficient for us to replace the window. Okay, so we have a very specific scope. It has changed multiple times, but our budget is now $20,000. For the scope that we just walked through, I believe we can accomplish this. So you guys will have to stay tuned to see if we do this, but let's track backwards with the numbers. If we list the house at $149,900, we believe after closing costs and commissions and prepaids, we'll be at about a $142,000 sale price. Take out the $20,000 in rehab we put in the house, and then take out $85,000 for the purchase. And we believe there is about a $32,000 spread to be had if we successfully navigate this flip. So you guys will have to stay tuned to the channel because I'll be sure to do an after video and maybe even a mid-progress video of this property so you can see how the numbers shake out. I hope you've enjoyed this content. It takes a lot of work to get these videos out, but I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you see every time we put out a new video. Give this one a thumbs up, post a comment if you think we're gonna do this right or not, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And I'd love to see you at the movie theater. That's a wrap.